Alright, welcome back to another episode of Inside Bucs Chats, where everything is all about the mighty Orlando Pirate. Hey, wisha ngaringaira the clan, mara amu yetamana. It's good things come on beat. Hey, what, yeah. So yeah, welcome back, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's been a minute. Yeah. So on your left there, Reswere Director. In the middle there, Reswere Amo. And in your far right there, Reswere Jersey number 10. Parking one or two in all aspects of life, even analysis. And there's me, the unknown. Yeah. Guys, it's been I don't know, it depends how you view it. It's been a very interesting week. Coming from CAF, playing against is it the 14th or 15th? 15th, 13th. Yeah, whatever the number is, because we even lost count on how many times they've won CAF, these guys. So yeah, we played against them. The score was 0-0. And now we're heading to another away fixture at CAF. What is that team called? Stadio. Yeah, I know. we should do we should do better. But yeah, guys, very interesting game. Very interesting, more especially for me. What stood out is the tactics of the day that were employed by the coach. I don't know what to take, because for me, the biggest, I wouldn't say highlight, but the biggest take for me, it was the number 10 position, because I could see the other positions, which is expected. They were played by people that will normally play in those positions, right? But the number 10 position, because I have a question there, like, is that an indication, or the coach has decided, like, that position? I've tried so many players. For example, your likes of Kimvidi, and whoever that would normally play that position, like, it has to take now someone who normally plays on the left hand side to come and play that position. Is that an indication, like, we're gonna have a problem if Maswangayi is not there? Who's gonna play that number 10, like, effectively? So
yeah, even in Buccaneers. Yeah, for now, I think it came in a wrong time, because there was no way we can test the formation against the big club as Al Ahly. So we had so much games that we can't. We even cried before that. We all knew that if Maswangayi is not on the field, we are not playing. So why don't you try the other player? So it was too late for a technical team to try to play Mofokeng where he's not used to.
yeah, but is that an indication, like, we are lacking in that position?
Yeah,
Those that are there.
we've been lacking before the game near Al Ahly. They should have done that before, because we could show even Tito Gawi and Nana Leona this thing. There's no one besides me. So he will give you this percentage of performance today, and then tomorrow it's a different one. So he knew exactly if I'm not playing, there's nothing that's going to happen. So for now, I didn't like the way they introduced it.
Against the champions of CAF.
Exactly, that's a risk. That's why we played a nil draw, because we didn't have that Mofokeng that we know that could be creative. Yeah, in all 90 minutes of the game.
But then I think in terms of the tactics, I would have rather they tried it guy on a game Al Ahly rather than by the but there is a Mofokeng 10 game league that we always say hore ki ona mandate wa Riveru. So if we saying mandate wa high and then he starts trying those things, go leaking, suddenly we are too far behind to compete. It homo ba challenge happy hore banong you are trying to implement this and that, go the game is important day. So him being tried more positioning against a superior opposition actually helped Lena it'll monta where he can improve in that role, because Heba Salabam Derisa Morulung EU is because the players that we've tried before, our referring to Kushwa Batangi, they don't get the instruction and by implementing because we've played different players smaller go the number 10 role, the one at trailing, not that he could get to the level 82 I dalang 10 on his good day, but then why trailing kikabelo Dlamini, and we've seen from our previous matches he's playing more of an 8 rather than a 10. No, he's able to take position Elia talent and batter if we have to get a goal or we trying to bring a change into our game. So him not being deployed as a 10 on that game, I think if we should we need to play him as a 8 Husna Maswangayi, then we know Mofokeng can excel in that role. So yeah, taking the risk game Ali, I think it was well calculated, because even the formation, although they took that risk, they made sure Bagasi concede against and that's a very big thing. Horbaska concede against Al Ahly. The defense was very disciplined. Hoto was being used Katsela smart ya hore o tlo khona tracker back to say the defense ka pace ya high, so that we don't get caught ka di counter attack or anything. So I think it was well calculated.
So director, tell me, one for you, do you think for the technical team to use Mofokeng on that number 10 position, don't you think like it deprived us for him? Because I feel like he is best utilized from the left cutting inside, because that's when I feel like we could have capitalized more.
No, let me go to a different view to the one of my guys here, because I think firstly I will start, the team is the team together. The most important thing I think is a structure. It's not about the players, but in terms of that the position 10 that you're speaking about, I don't think from the beginning of the season that position gave us something. It was always, even Maswangayi was playing, they never give us anything. So it was not a risk. I think the way coach, I think I will agree with the coach the way he played, because we needed someone who is forever present in the 18 area. So because usually it was always deep, so that it doesn't open space for other attacking. But for me, I think it was a very good move for coach to make such decision.
I hear you. It was quite underwhelming. The performance here Tito this season, it has been quite underwhelming. But then, although Mofokeng's strength, the left, we've seen him do wonders. But then Hoto can also play that role. He's energetic, so giving him the chance for Adlale Kamo left, retry Mofokeng Mola was more of a shout for our players are not giving enough. Even if it was in Mofokeng's best game, I would say, oh, he played the role better than all the other number 10s we have in the team so far this season. So, as much as it deprived us, but it was to ensure he remains a menace in a way. They will always try to have a player running with him rather than having a player who's not gonna do anything.
So you just said a bold statement. Or Mofokeng, he has done better, more than all the number 10s that we have currently in the team.
Yeah, I don't doubt that he did better, although there's a lot to improve on. But from the players we had, but let's say number 10, even if we just name them, I wanna player agree no, this is a number 10.
So if there is the stance that the coach will take, or like now Mofokeng is playing number 10, like, are we saying this is the end for Tito now?
If Mofokeng gets it right, it's
Yeah.
gonna
No,
be
it
difficult.
can never be the end, because since when Tito is playing, Wukimvid is not the end of them. So it's about the team. Remember, you can't just win the league with the very same players. We need to give football. I think it's a game of competition. Players need to compete.
But if you can look at all the teams that would win the league, you would have a minimum of 4 players who are doing well, who can carry the team. Because at some games, it's going to be tough to a point where now you need an individual brilliance, where you're going to need that one player who will create something out of nothing. So outside of Mofokeng, who do we have that can do that? Who are like, Wabono Rawira Halese, but through their individual brilliance, like, because I think that thing rubs off to other players in terms of like, in as much as Hulibima, like, we can still do it. Also, like, marshalling the crowd to do that. So outside of him, who do we have?
We have Morang Kota, we have Monale Pule Saleng. Also, we have Mbata, but I think I'm still putting him on a question mark.
So
he's up and down.
Those people are the people that will carry us, like when the chips are down.
I definitely believe so.
In my opinion, I think one player who is actually supposed to be our key player, Kabelo Dlamini. Kabelo Dlamini, whether it's a short pass, a long pass, taking a shot from outside the box, he can create. The problem is, Okare, he can like play the whole 90 minutes, man. Okare, he gets tired quicker, hence Remona Thoma from the bench. But whenever he comes on, you can see the impact. Because if you look back, Gemia, Stellenbosch, where they played low block, plan again. But as soon as he came in, Utomile a creator, even hit the post from outside the box. He has that ability, aka refer something from a hopeless situation. So I think if he worked more on his fitness like he's been doing, because he's improved immensely, it will be a player to win a league.
And it's so impressive about him is playing a new role this season. And then is the role that I believe he should have started playing long time ago as an attacking midfielder, because he's someone who can make those splitting defenders pass. So, and then I think currently we need such passes. So, and then someone who is always confident with the ball, and then he's using the balls in a correct way, passing them to a correct spaces.
So now, how do we correct? Because there are another 2 games now from the league to CAF where we couldn't score a goal, right? How do we rectify us not being able to score a goal from BetWay Premiership to CAF Champions League? There has to be some sort of like at this juncture where like we couldn't penetrate for us to be able to score goals because of like, I can even say, or like chances are that we're playing away, we might come back as a 0-0 if you are lucky.
But I don't think it's about these past 2 games. I think if you can track a little bit back and look how we scored some goals. So it seems like our creativity is not up to the standard so far, because I'm not also happy about the balancing of our attack, because we're not looking so dangerous. We're just scoring from individual brilliance most part of the game that we played so far. But to be honest, I'm not entirely happy with how we've been scoring goals.
Yeah, honestly, so I will say we didn't start the way we ended last season. So that's why you see the likes of Mahopa, the likes of your Mavasa struggling to bang those goals as they did last season. So I think there's something, I don't know, we've been overhyped or what. Like, it seems like everyone now needs to play for himself than the way we played last season. Because even if you can check the stats, it will definitely tells you that we are not more creative currently. That's why if we are winning, we're winning by margin of 1. And then if we are lucky, we'd come up with a draw of goalless draw. So I think there's something that's off.
Is it a number 8 or a number 6?
No,
I don't think we have a problem in 6, because even if you can see, we're keeping clean sheets.
So it's a
'Cause
number 8 then.
Yeah, it's a number 8. Because if you're having a problem in the middle of the back, meaning the chances of you conceding goals each and every game will be high. So if you can manage, while you're still having problems in the field, but manage to keep a clean sheet, it tells you something.
And why I'm saying number 8 is because of everyone who's playing number 10, they will always find themselves going deeper to collect the ball. So meaning like between our number 6 and number 10, there's a gap there. There is no one who's controlling the midfield in terms of like where number 10 stay there with your number 9.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying something is off. Because aggressive wise, we are okay. Because whenever we lose the ball, it take us seconds to win it back, and then go back to China as we are playing. Then the whole 90 minutes, that's how we are playing. If the opponents wins the ball, then we respond very well. We get the ball back. But the
But like,
problem is
if you're saying
creativity.
that means whatever that we're saying about Gabriel Lamine, it means like he's not up to par to play that position because of like naturally it's supposed to be him that is a link between your number your number 10, your number 9, and your wings.
Yeah,
But
knowing KB strength, I don't know because there you need to run with the ball. You need to make all those passes. You need to shoot.
yeah,
You need to do something. If you're playing with Yonkota and then you're Saleng and then you're Mofokeng and then they both close them. And
well,
then you need to create
Magatsang,
something.
if you look at the how he plays Go Bafana Bafana, you won't find him dropping deeper as he does when he plays for Orlando
Because
Pirates.
he has quality at the back of him.
That is what I'm saying. Like
He's
you
got
have
everything.
you have a number 8 and number 6 that
Mukwena.
does the work
You
for
have,
you not
you
to
have
club.
your Obas at the back. There's nothing. There's no way he can go. He's got a defensive midfielder and a ball playing midfield. In
So-
in Mukwena and Obas. So there's no need for him to go and track back.
Why can't we do that with our number 10s, Go Pirate?
no, definitely I believe. Let me differ with Magola a little bit. I think the situation here Bafana Bafana, Lego Pirates is more or similar because I believe Mbata and Makaula
Makaula,
playing similar role as Mukwena
Mukwena
and
Obas.
Ubas. So the only difference, I think, the structure. I think Masonga needed to be told that you don't have to track back, go and assist. But at some point you could see, even though if he doesn't drop, he doesn't get the balls. So I think if ever maybe coach can try playing together with them in for fewer game, I think they will excel that position together because that's the more we're gonna have more on the ball, and then they can also play amongst each other 1-2 going forward. Because if you can look the situation now, Makaula can pass Mbata Makaula going forward. It's always finder, and then doesn't it give us the direction?
So if
So I believe the coach sometimes need to be more. The coach need to be more progressive than being defensive, because I believe to win match game is about having chances and then create those chances.
Yeah, and speaking of the Mbata Makaula thing, whenever Dlamini comes on for Mbata Dlala as a 8, he does tend to be like the supplier. He helps the wingers get the balls more, but Kono attacker more. And then if you if you look at it, Okono Bona has any impact, even the goals.
we fix it. Okay, continue.
So yeah, from the situation, yeah, the goals, re number 2 because of goal difference currently. The goals we've scored, as director said, Kiri goals are individual brilliance. We've seen some games like Richards Bay where Dlamini came in and then in the 80th minute Akora a stunning free kick, and that's how we won the match. So the way we score goals is not necessarily a result of us having a good number 10. Because Hokalevela Guluta Nkota, for example, all his goals were assisted by Mofokeng instead of number 10. Meaning our number 10, 8, and 6 do not understand their roles as they are supposed to, because Otokrea 10 dropila adlala as a 8, and then 8 adlala 6 ile makhaula banong re dlala ka di 6 tse pedi. Ya re bolaya ntho eo.
But my thing is that like we need to decide like what style we're gonna play, because of like if Kabila Adlal, by virtue we're playing a double 6. Because Mbata can play number 8. He can attempt to, but it's not gonna be as effective as a Kabelo would.
So I think that's
I
where
think that's where we got it wrong, but we still have players like Ndondlo, and then we still have him Mosele coming back. So,
Rasebocha.
but so far I don't think we're looking so bad. I think we managed the situation up to so far. Hopefully, very soon then we'll find those solutions.
Yeah, but like we are looking bad. Why I'm saying this is right. Most of the games that we start like a house on fire, but there's no penetration. When last did you have a pirate goal yet tap in? Because that will be a combination play. Ta ta ta. It comes from the flanks. When last did you have a tap in?
Where do you get those balls? Because we are having this tendency of playing with our China. We'll take the ball, play it to CVC or Sesane, and then from there, Makaula and Bata, they'll be looking there, facing there, with the intention of I don't want the ball. So they force Sesane to play that ball all along. That's how we are getting goals nowadays. We're not playing anymore. That's what I'm saying. Because if Makaula cannot play with Mbata, and then where do we expect those goals? Always we're gonna pump the ball first, then Mahopa flicked it. Maybe Mkota can.
Because I think like a game up Pologone City where Chain I think played it to Sesane played it to Makoba. It was a goal.
That's how we got the goal.
as well as
But there's no
Super
dynamism there.
Yeah, as well as Gamers Passport, when he scored earlier in the game, it was Sesane assisting. So it seems to be Telaire Tlalangayona because we're lacking in the midfield. But I'm glad director mentioned Goodman Musele. If his form from Chiba United last season is anything to write home about, I think that's the number 8 that will lead Orlando Pirates to having the freedom to attack as well as being able to sit back, because you can't have 3 midfielders who cannot score. It doesn't work. You have to have your midfielders being able to score whenever striker Sako.
Between Makaula and Bata, you need to have 10 goals between the two of them.
Yeah, because
Exactly.
what they used to say when we questioning about Skomota, they will always tell you that he's being able to shift the defenders. Meaning,
But
if you're shifting the defenders,
No one is occupying that space.
no one.
Yeah.
Then that's where they should occupy. The likes of Yomba,
They're always hiding behind the ball.
That's where they should use that role and shoot. Because we are protecting him with his score is good in shifting defenders. So why don't we use that opportunity?
And also on adding that, I think our problem is too many, man. And also the very same combination we're talking about, it can never been even, let me say, managing the game. Because even when we're leading, then the team are taking us. I think China or Sesane CBC, they're the one who always saving us. But even if I know it's their job to do so, but I think some situation we can deal with them a little much better.
But that formation is not going to work when we play. Okay, I get it now. I've seen Akagala Al. It won't work when we go to Cairo. Why I'm saying this? There were some points during Al Ahly game where you find 4 of their players like pressing so deep to a point where they're forcing China not to play with your Sesane and CBC. Because they know, like, okay, these guys, they rely on playing from the back. Sesane or CBC will play behind, and then either Tungota or whoever's playing on the side. And then so I foresee that it's not gonna work. Go Egypt. We need to come up with a better plan.
Yes. On adding what you're saying, they were pressing us with
More especially like that ball.
4, yes.
Yes.
And then in the middle, you could see that guy, what you see, number 8. He was managing Makaula and Mbata at the same time, just by looking at his positioning, was outlasting them just by positioning. That's where Al Ahly they have the edge to press us in our own half. I think that's where they got it right.
The thing is, off the ball, Mbata and Makola, they don't give us anything.
They have found one thing.
Yeah. They are like, okay, the ball is ours, then they relax. Because I've seen it several times when Sisan is on the ball, and then he will be saying, come. But he'll just make like this.
While you're on that point, right? I don't know if you guys noticed. Against the CR below that, against Stellenbosch, against Al Ahly, Mbata committed the same mistake 3 times.
Yeah. Sesane played him the ball
3
and
times.
then he was too casual, almost
3
let to
times.
goal.
They by theory almost we got punished. Like Stellenbosch did the same thing. Like Al Ahly did the same thing.
That's
That's
why
is
I'm
there
saying
something?
we need an anchor that is going to call the ball and 10. That's what we need.
Or Mofokeng,
Because we
like
know
you-
we have players that can make the runs. You've got your
So
Hoto
we were
will
lucky
be
3 times.
overtake.
But just number 10, remember, now we are in the modern football. So, and I also believe sometimes, I love Makaula, and then he's an anchorman. He's doing his dirty jobs around the middle. But I don't think this modern football is really suiting him, because he can't pass 2 meters. Because the only thing that he's doing is
Sideways,
winning the
backwards.
balls, passing the easiest pass.
Is there
So-
so
So I think the way he's playing sometimes doesn't do us any justice, because at this current moment you find players like Joseph Marti can from center circle he can pass splitting pass
defense
defender
pass, yes.
between the center backs, and then the striker got the tap in. I think we need such midfielder. We don't have to get it only from number 10, but everybody in the field can do the same.
And when the season started, I actually believed Makaula would be a player because looking at his age and seeing Hore, they just gave him, I think they gave him a 1-year contract. So I thought it would be a thing, Hore, he's in the team just to guide the younger players. Whenever he's needed, our manager gave me, if we are leading and we are away from home, I know he can do the dirty job. So that's when I expect him to play. So now Tomale gave me, but he's doing the dirty work. We don't need to be doing the dirty work. Let's play football, and that's when we can say because he does a great job in helping the defense. But then it's going forward because he's just a typical 6. I see 6 hits, it's a notes or Okono Kera Bolo, he can shoot if it's open. Because it was pointless if Mahopa a shifted the defender while they're not shooting. Re thomo ba le concern that why sa dlale Mabas who's just gonna stay near the 18 area bolo ya tla, whether it's a volley chance whether he has to put it down because there's a game he came in, I think Nelia Stellenbosch Mavas, and he was being a menace by playing around the 18 area and also inside, where he ended up even giving CVC a back heel, unfortunately. But you can see the difference. If our midfielders are not able to take shots, then just be around the box. They are free to take the responsibility themselves.
Yeah, the thing is now we want to promote this thing of kicking the ball from midfield and hope for the miracles to happen. So we no longer want to play. If we are saying they're telling us about modern football, so modern football is this: how are we going to play from Sisane to China, from China to Mahopa?
If it's working for technical team.
No, we need to play, guys. We need to play.
On that, this
That's
number 10.
football. You need to play.
On adding on that, and then I think teams have realized that this Makaula and Mbata, they don't give Pirates anything going forward. That's why you can look sometimes Mungota and Mofokeng, they're managed by 4 players, and then
Yeah, against
those players,
against Stellenbosch,
and then where are
it was
those
proven.
spaces
Yeah, I
of those?
agree. You've got -2 when we are off the
Yes.
ball.
Against
they're just
Stellenbosch, what
walking.
you are saying, it was proven that like
Yes.
They're just
they
that's why we
studied, they
cannot
say
break
like just
the-
neutralize
the
these
low
ones.
block
Whenever
formation.
Olata Nkota or there has to be a park.
Yes.
Hey, Omega Mdaga was going there. There was a cover.
Moloisano na le yena,
One
fela
side-
bjao, Toure,
And then
same
something that also I saw it happening. They saw these players, they don't get the spaces, but they keep on forcing the ball to them, to also Nkota and Mofokeng. Even though they saw these guys, they have no way, and then but they keep on playing the ball. Well, whereas I was believing that Mbata should neutralize that space, should run with the ball inside, so that immediately run the ball inside, then there will be spaces outside. That's where you play the ball.
So on that, now moving forward, right? Should we say, thanks to the loss here Stellenbosch, that now we got to see Monapuli Saleh because of like what transpired there. Surely technical team was like, we were asked, we didn't have answers. Because we couldn't penetrate on the side. There was nothing that we could do. Those guys like were so organized. They defended so well. It forced, because also whole level on the bench, there was no player who was gonna play on either of the side. That is why they played the entire game. That is why Makaula, what's his name, Mbata was sacrificed. Okay, let's put Gavelo, let's put Kim Reed. Because of on the side there was nothing. We were hoping now to penetrate them more, but only for those guys were so organized. I think Hore, that game forced the technical team to call Saleng back.
Yeah, but I think after the introduction of Kim Widi, he was able to carry the ball and run through them. So I think that's where we started looking like we can score a goal.
But it wasn't. They allowed us to do that because they know we're not gonna hurt them.
Yeah, that's true. Because how we level, they knew the only way we're gonna hit them is through the wingers.
Yes,
And
and they made sure like those sides are properly closed.
And
I feel like even if it was not Nkota playing there, it was Saleh, they would still deploy that because by it's Hare, we have 2 players who are scared to take them on. Yeah, and it's surprising seeing Hore just a few months back we were raving about Mbata for his exploits, Koba Bafana Bafana, scoring those 2 goals. Nasa Dlale, the role as deep as he is, or Ataba the ball, he always made sure Hore, when they are attacking, he's around the 18 area, or if there's a rebound, he's gonna be able to take a shot. So Yamakata Fitlakamo Pirates, and then he's not able to take such responsibility. It raises the question of whether our technical team is not using our players to their strengths, or they are just giving these players instructions babe cautious not to concede and not focus on winning the games.
But now with that, what you're saying, do you think Hore like these players are playing according to their strength or they play according to instruction?
I will go back to what I said. For you cannot compare Bafana Bafana and Orlando Pirates. The same Bafana Bafana.
But the same players. What do you mean? It's not like it's a different Bata. It's the same Bata that plays.
He plays a different position in Bafana Bafana. But when he's playing, that's why you see he's scoring goals. At Pirates, he's our anchor. We need him to protect our back 4.
And then
at the same time.
That's because they always play together.
Yeah, but too. That's why they're giving us nothing. Oh, well, when we are on the ball, they're just doing the off the ball. They're giving us nothing because they always focusing on we mustn't concede. We mustn't concede. Then going forward in
So
Bafana
it means
Bafana,
now we have 6 defenders in other way.
exactly. That's why we are playing 0-0 draws, and then we are always forcing Satsani and Sivisi to kick the ball up front because our anchors doesn't want to play.
So we agree, Hore, it could be an issue at technical team instead
is
of
what I'm
the
saying, Hore,
player,
like-
because go Bafana
It's
Bamu
not-
shifter from
They play
the
according to
anchor
instruction.
position. Yeah, he's playing according to instruction instead of his strength. Go Bafana Bafana Bamu for the role ya Hore, make sure that you link the defense and the attack.
Yes.
You are not a 6. Well, this is that's why I'm saying maybe the problem is not
The players
more
per se.
about him not playing the eighth role. It's just a matter of instruction, or
instruction.
they told him or
Have
Dala
you
Eng.
guys-
And wait, I can believe that.
Mm.
Go back to
Yes.
last season, how we won.
Yes.
Like every time the coach, when we play against formidable teams,
Yeah.
you always find a Makaula and Bata,
Yeah.
if not a team, which is like all of three of them, they give you the same thing. So it means it's an instruction.
Yeah.
So meaning there's something wrong that our technical team.
No, there's not necessarily there's something wrong, but there's something that they believe it works for them.
No, it doesn't work. The results are saying that it doesn't work for the team.
Yeah, to be
For
honest,
cups.
we need to be honest.
For Cubs,
No. How we won the 4 cups?
no, I
How do
believe
we
I
won?
believe maybe it's the instruction because
Yeah, it's an
sometimes
instruction.
remember we can't always say no, we couldn't score because the opponents was parking the bus. Because if Stellenbosch believe our quality can match Pirates, then they have to come with a strategy. The strategy is to play low block and then play counter attack.
But also, it has been proven we can't beat a low block from last season.
And then
Richards
we
Bay,
go to
couldn't beat a
Bafana
low block.
Bafana, we find Uganda parking the bus. And in Mbata, the one who's struggling to break the low block, but is breaking against Uganda. So,
And Maswangayi.
is
Have
yeah.
you seen how different he's playing
The
compared
tens,
to our
everything,
Pirates?
like-
Everything. It's on free roll, and you won't see him in the center circle. He's always there behind our
In the
number
kitchen.
9,
And
making
the
sure
same
he's
thing
always
he
there.
was
When the
doing
ball
that
is
last
in the
season.
box, he's there.
And if you recall, Le Mofokeng, Nagwa Tomo Dala Eka JC number 10, he came on for Tembazwane and he played the free role rather than the left wing. He excelled go free role and answer pass nights everything.
So-
The role I did in Kaal Ali, it was not the first time I Dala this season, but he played it go Bafana. That's what I'm
Yes.
saying. Sometimes maybe we're being too hard
On
on
the
the players
Yeah.
and we're not facing reality and questioning our technical team because cups are not enough. Let's face reality and say sometimes the technical team doesn't think it through in the way they deploy their players. They are not playing them to their strength. Hence, we don't get the goals. We don't get the desired results. Sometimes we have to face it and say technical team yarena
It's
molemo by its pause rather than the players.
So, which means now we do agree that these two holding midfielder is not doing any justice for Pirates.
Yes. It's
Yeah,
not.
but the counter argument will be like, in as much as you would say that, right? Better safe than sorry, kind of a thing. Why I'm saying this, they will say, "Hore, like, as a result of that tactic, it might not give us the output. Say you guys might speak of for like goals and all these kind of things, but it has brought us silverware. Which you can argue with.
But I believe, but in the longer run, it's going to hurt us. It's going to come back to us because sometimes we might end up playing 10 games without scoring a goal.
Sundowns it's on top of the log. We are second because of goal difference. Al Ahly is on top of the table. We are second because of goal difference.
Exactly.
And then we've been fine with that. There's no worries on that.
So out of those two leagues, the BetWay, who conceded the less goal?
No, we cannot celebrate the fact that we don't concede, but at the same time we don't score.
Yeah, but if you don't concede, it means it's a good thing.
I mean,
No.
So you
Sundowns-
must just play the draw.
No, which means our defense is doing very good job.
Yeah, and Sundowns
No, you are not
Sundowns
doing
is
very good job.
conceding.
You are playing 6 defenders.
Yeah.
And then you want
Exactly,
4
yeah.
players to make miracles.
Yeah,
There's
but
no way.
because we play on transitions, that's why we have these two on the side.
Why don't we go to our traditional
And then
philosophy
when
and
they
play
in-
the ball?
When they invert, then you have your fullbacks joining in also. So you understand?
But then if you look at it, Sundowns may be conceding, but they're scoring. Because right now, once we concede, we might as well just say, Rekas, we need that match.
Yeah, and then you must know
Because
football is a
Arnaldo
game of
goes.
goals.
You know, we win 1-0 or 2-1, the same score.
Ever Korile, chances of us coming back. They go class. If you look
No,
at
but you know-
Riveros,
Guy come back, we are very strong.
But if you look at Riveros
Why
record,
do why
it's
why
only
do we
this
always
season.
wait for
if you look at his record, it's only this season. And until mostly go recapong where we actually are able to come back. Whole level go leaking. Last season, most of the games we played and conceded first, especially the first half, we don't come back. That's why we Richards Bay, we Cape Town Spurs, we don't come back.
But well, there's an improvement because last season we were crying or like we've lost so many points home, but
Yeah.
now at least there's a lot of improvement in terms of like we've won almost all games at home, right?
Yeah, it was just the Stellenbosch. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, moving forward, also now, like there's something that it's of a concern for me, right? Is our captain a captain of press conferences or what? How is it that a player that was injured for so long come and play at a crucial game while he's there, he's not playing? Is this the end of our captain?
So I don't know how do you. I don't know the method that they are using when choosing a captain. So I think because normally they will announce this will be our captain this season and then this will be our vice.
We know the captain is Sibisi Toki.
Yeah, but I think his time at Pirates
It's
is
Chai.
gone. Yeah.
No, but I will say I think. But to be honest, if you look Magu, you look Hotu, and you look Maela. Maela can't match their pace. To be honest.
Yeah, but also I don't think it's fair to look at the pace factor, right? For example, I can name a player like
No.
Otto. Like if we're playing against good opposition that will attack, you need a person who's comfortable, Mohomake, which is Maela can give you that.
No, I'm not. When I'm talking about the pace, the energy, I'm not talking about going forward or something. I'm talking about the modern football that we're saying we are taking with the fullbacks. I don't think.
Doesn't matter whether
I don't think Maela can do that.
Modern or what.
But
You need a
Compared
player
to
who knows how to mark.
Compared to the players that we had on the left hand side, on the left back, I think you cannot play with Maela. Maela has been given a chance. He's been tried to go centre back. He failed.
Yeah, I think
On the
now his
left
position
back.
should be centre back.
How?
Left back is
There's
true.
no way
Where
we've
there's
got
Nteto
modern
there,
players
where there's
there.
Dogi there, there's that
Listen,
there.
why do we have to treat him so special if he doesn't give us?
He's a
He's what?
development product.
Yeah, I think that's the
Yeah,
only
then
reason he's
they
still
must
at
take him
Pirates.
straight to Dugu.
I think that's the
He's
only
still-
reason.
he's still-
Exactly.
he's
If
still
you
an
are
active
believing
player.
in
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
but
but-
Supergen,
Yeah.
if to
You
be
need to
honest,
be
I don't
honest.
think Maela
there's
his
no
energy
way you can
still,
benchmark over
can
Maela.
still at the pace that we have now in the PSL. I don't think he will manage. So I think.
So on the left back, who is the best marker? Like, go left back. Beside looking at
The
the
work
fact,
rate says it's
besides
hot.
looking at the factor, like who can like push more and come back, but like who will give you that outlook of like, you know what, I can be able to contain whoever that is playing Kamo right wing or anything like that. Who's a natural like Kaumaka? Because Walter is not a natural defender.
But yet he's the best defender on the left. Because if you look at it, whenever Pirates maybe Hunale corner and Bosesane are taking Utlokerea, Babile Otto in the center of the pitch. It's a Hitzeleka Stellenbosch where they try to attack us from a set piece arena. And then the only player there left, Nelo Otto. 2-on-1, he managed to stop those players. Kahoreng, he, even though we trust him for his pace, he uses the pace wise okononahana because I was impressed by that situation. It was a 2-on-1 mara okonne ho askashiana too much to say the other player hore enka faula o motho o tlo fihla ka pele, and the player ended up playing the ball ka nako e wrong. So playing Otto ko left back gives us a lot of dynamics because here astike askaya ko pele utlo stika Otto and Otolwa, he's a fighter. We know that his spirit ko wa bontsha ke player ba tlo tlalang for Pirates. He plays for the badge. So I think Otto playing the left back is undisputed.
So far in between Otto and Marco, because now the competition is fierce. That is why the coach was like, now. That is why even now they were like, okay, Otto, Marco play here.
No, I think in terms of recovering and then winning the ball, I think computer comes first. But I think computer only struggles with the aerial balls. but in terms of recovering and marking, I think him and Otto, same quality. I can give them both of them 10 out of 10, but I will go with Mark.
And the same Marco, if you recall, Otomile as a attacking player, he was not a left back. So both the players were converted to the left back role, and yet they outplay Maela.
And it's not only
And then
Lemonyane.
look until if you look at it,
Lebitso le yena.
yeah. So look at game tse the final 30 tletseng. Hore Mako a dlale left back ka game Al Ahly is because Maela is not doing enough. Because ka di final ba phela ba thoma ka Maela ba mmea left back or to dlale left wing to protect Mofokeng. That's what they used to do. And then ba bona hore Maela wa re bolaya Maela because he ba mo attack, it means what we asked him to do o tlo phela a le teng a khavela Maela. So playing Mako le Otto is an indication that if we feel like Mofokeng it's it's gonna work. Unlike Maela higher attacking o palla go crosser, like he can't give you a proper cross. Defending was struggle because I'm outpacer. So
essential what you saying, or like, it's chai.
it's chaile, you know, ba fela ka hore ke player e tlango development thing. They are not they don't want to let him go just like that. Or tla banya go mo fa a better send off, but honestly se zene fela
Yeah.
come cool Gabuza movie into Super Sport with all the love from Dr. Ivan Koza. They should do the same, Kamael.
Oh, very interesting. Yeah, but now also like Saleng is back. How do we play Saleng while we have this boy that is hot currently now? Like how do you balance in terms of like who plays when, how? Because I believe they give you two different things.
So now, if I were part of technical team,
Yeah.
I was gonna risk, and then it's something that I want to see at Pirates.
Mhm.
Play your Saleng as a false nine.
I was about to say that.
Give
Kore,
Mofokeng
now I
on
want to
your
see
left-hand side
Saleng playing as a
and
false number 9.
Let's go, let's play. And surely 100% you'll get the results. Because Saleng will give you those diagonal rounds.
Yeah.
While we know our Cocomelons, what they can do on the ball.
Yeah, you see now, like even Liga, when we were playing Alak, I was saying, why can't the coach play Saleng as a false number 9?
Yeah, because when I agree we're having people that they don't want to play. We
Yeah.
have people that they want to wait for the opponent. So let's have the strength in front.
But agree, Magola, I do agree with you 100% that I also wish to see Salem playing there because he's a goal scorer.
Yeah.
He can score goals. But the concern, who will give him the pass? So, and then also,
you'll be having Tito Kamrawa.
But Tito
but,
also,
but he also is
you-
not
you-
doing that currently.
you find him dropping because of like,
Yes.
there was no number 8. Though we have a double number 6.
Yes.
Which is not feeding the ball. You're
But
forcing the
it-
player to go and collect balls.
But the
deep.
truth
And all
is,
contact deep. What needs to happen now? What defeat go
Exactly. And then you need to pass the ball where he has to support at the same time.
we all know who Tito is. If Tito wants to play, Tito plays whenever he wants to play. If you want him to play, he will give you 100% performance. So that's the problem that we
Yeah,
have
but
in
mostly
Pirates.
that happens when
Yeah.
Kabelali there.
You see.
Yes.
But then now I'd like to take this different look into it. Yeah, Saleng Lengota. I think for once, man, go pirated. Let these boys battle for that right wing rule. Respect ya Saleng Ramia for false 9 to accommodate in Kota. They have to know whoever is gonna perform better is gonna be the starter. It's the same thing happening ka Mofokeng. Otto Hasala Dlala left wing Mofokeng as thing. It's because Arna a player who are competing le Mofokeng. Utlarise is a player who should have been competing le Mofokeng. I make sure Mofokeng is always on his toes. He knows there is a player who's gonna come in and do as good as I can or even better. That way it will refer it will fire the players that are more aggression because now it's just selling Remeta falls 9 when you have Skomota, you have Mavasa, you have Lepasa, you have Radio Pan. What are you saying about all those players? Kiri 9. Tsia Radio Pan o mudlarise o bone if it's gonna work out. O mudlarise le Nkota le Mofokeng. I mean they are from development. Let's see if there's any chemistry. If it's not working out, try out another striker. It's no a false 9 where these players can have a healthy competition for those right wing, left wing roles. So this is
That is
No, but I
dictated
agree. No,
because
we,
there are
we,
no
we're
goals.
talking about the possibilities because looking at Saling as good goal scorer is like if you can look situation here, the time Lodge I win a player of the season Pirates was not playing as a wing, was playing as a false 9 but coming from number 10, cutting from always inside. I think Saling also has that capability to minus the defense, also to run an open space for Nkota and Mofokeng. So, but currently, for me agreeing with that statement is because we don't have any creativity around. So we need those brilliant individuals from players. I think that's where we can get the goals at
But
the current situation.
if we are looking to win the league, depending on individual brilliance every game, it's gonna hurt us eventually. I mean, level the striker. Surely, if these players can get the creativity right, una lo striker slow korang. Last season, Arabic striker one, which is why we were able to score like that. Le pasa na le fomo. Ramotse and we utilized that. He scored over 10 goals. Season is fresh. And then Mawasawa Lunu, we saw horizon form. He played and he banked the goals. Oh, this is Skomota Otomila says, le lor goal is impressive. Marki goal, oh, this is Urikorile, onale 4 goals in the league. We get top goal score. Because of his goals or contributor. So why not try Radio Panele and Obone? What if he's gonna score for you? Because moving from taking Saling to the false 9, rather just playing him as a 10 is not 10 or Zame that role instead of taking away competition.
But when we analyze, we are trying to copy of what the technical team is believing in. So you cannot force or you want Radio Pan and then you want with Lepasa, of which they're always on the grandstand.
But
Let's try to work out with the players that the technical team are believing in that they can deliver.
even though Amune coming to you it's not about Mavasa, Mahopa they're missing. It's about they don't get supply. Even we can bring Lepasa, we can bring whoever, even we can bring top striker, but if he doesn't get supply.
Because also every time when they play, they get frustrated to a point where they drop.
Exactly.
All of them, they drop.
Then try selling on Kota or Mofokeng in the 10 role if you 10 how I official. That's how it should go.
But we see now, they will play 10, they will find themselves number 6.
If Tlhakatlhakano mo a re lokise mo Tlhakatlhakano e leng.
Yeah, but
Seriously, if whoever that will play number 10 will drop. Mofokeng was also to drop there.
I don't believe how re dlale without a striker and then it will make us better. Sharp Saleng he's energetic. Otlo khona ho ya kwa le kwa a ball. But I think we're gonna become more effective if re dlala ka proper 9. Well, this is we work on our midfield issues. Re ska tshabela di issues tseo by deploying Saleng as a false 9. Because honestly, we are depriving ourselves of a healthy competition if we start moving those players from the roles of creativity. Re batla hore banong ba dlale 9 ba kore. We are depriving
but
ourselves.
my statement was, I'm not saying when we play Saling as false 9, we don't play with 9. So my concern is we play number 9 and Saling as false 9. Then we need to have someone from the midfield who's creative. Because at the current moment, I don't feel like that's position number 10 is giving us something.
Yeah, well,
that's my statement. I'm not saying we don't have to play with number 9. We still have number 9, but Saling just behind.
yeah, that's you see now. If Hadlala is a false nine striker, basically it's gonna make him a 10.
Yeah.
Well, this is because I get
Oh,
a
it was number
striker
9.
as a thing. So it's sort of double 9, mara or Akono dropping, Akono collecting the ball. So if he's playing like that, then I don't see a problem. Not for Adlale as a false 9, where is not a striker. If
And then
you're putting
it's
it like that, I agree alone.
Yeah, all right, Chen. So going to the next game against Stade Abidjan, to employ the same tactics, the same lineup, or do we revert back to what we always know? What's your take there?
But going to the next game, look at how Al Ahly collected 3 points, Belouizdad collected 3 points. I don't think we have to go there with fear. I don't think we have to go there with cautious to go there and defend. I think we must go there all out, and then win that game. And then if ever it happens, we lose that game, and then we will see where we really need to fix coming back to the second leg. But to be honest, I believe we must go there out and attack and get the goals away from home, like we did in Algeria.
Let me be direct. Do we still play Mofokeng as a number 10?
No, I believe even though he played well, but I didn't think he's done enough. So I will take him back to his position, and then put Maswangayi back to his position.
Saleng, do you start with Saleng or do you start with Nkota?
No, I will. Whoever starts, because my belief in watching football is players must compete. We don't have to, because we have all the qualities around the team. We should play them at the same time.
You know why I'm asking?
Because sometimes if Nkota is not playing, Saleng is playing, and then if Saleng is not playing, Nkota have to come from.
Yeah,
the bench
but
and play.
remember why I'm asking is that I'm not asking because of I believe her like for the game are likely to be how it is. It was reference was game Stellenbosch,
Yeah.
right? So now we're referencing are likely going to this game. That's why I'm asking her like, do you keep the same how the tactics was first half and everything like that, or do you change?
Okay, for me, if we are to change, it will be Mofokeng moving back to the left wing position. But then number 10, I don't think Maswangayi should play.
Who should play it?
I think they can try
Try.
Kiwidi
You see,
or Dlamini.
that's the
No,
way that
you
I
have to
don't
understand
like.
something. Can I ask a question? Who prefer? Wait, do you prefer us trying co-leaguing where we think it's a mandate, or we take the chance, come on a Champions League and hope for the best? Because if Maswangayi is playing the game, it's a very change go number 10. Then we come back, Rodlalale, is it Golden Arrows?
Yeah.
Rodlalaga a different number 10 have because he has to serve suspension. So for play number 10 with the hope ya hore a good game and move it to the next game ya Arrows because Maswangayi is
So
suspended.
continuation.
Continuation.
Yes, yeah.
We have to accept it. Hore Maswangayi akas dlale that one game. Even though Rai or Maswangayi, whenever he plays, he's able to dictate the tempo of the game. What this is, he's giving us something Bapalankore for our other midfielders because we understand or if you are under pressure, I can just supporters just to get the opposition unsettled. But unfortunately, because of the suspension, yellow card, which I think if he doesn't work on his discipline, it already cost a lot throughout the season because he's always gonna get yellow cards for silly things. How this is, but because relevant league, play someone else go 10 or the next game.
No, I do support your statement 100%. 100%, I do agree with you. But I think there's a point that we're missing here also. Since we're complaining about our strikers not getting the supply. But also I believe, also on that number 10, I believe Dlamini played also there and then he didn't function at all. So if ever the reshuffling need to happen, I think it need to happen from our double six. I think one must go and drink the ice in the bench. I do believe we can never have all
Away.
the problems. No, we need to be brave. We need to
What's
be
wrong
brave.
with playing away?
No, I'm asking.
Home and away, I think it should
No,
be the same
at some
thing.
point we need to show that we also
We
a
cannot
very
go
good
there
team.
and with the mentality that Al Ahly came
Makula, you
with.
couldn't score for 2 games.
So, yeah, and we all know the reasons why.
Alright,
Let's
it's
go
fine.
to our
So,
traditional philosophy and play the
It's fine.
football.
For you, do you keep the same
That's
or you
simple.
change?
And then to be
Keep
honest,
the same.
Pirates philosophy or Pirates culture, we never play the entire season with 2 holding midfield. You can go reflect back from the olden days. So Chansa.
Yeah, but we move
so
with times. Things change. And then this system has won us cups. But anyway, guys, thank you so much. Hope to catch you on the next episode. It was nice being with you. I know it's an hour and a couple of minutes. Yeah, I hope you like, subscribe, comment. Hopefully, we're going to come back with 3 points.
Oh, yes.
I foresee the same lineup having not changed, still the same. What we saw quite likely, I feel that is going to be a copy and paste. But anyway, thank you so much, guys. We love you. Inside Bucs Chats. Follow us on Twitter and TikTok, I think. Yeah. Anyway, thank you.
Sure.
We out.
Thank you.